Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB24 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn and Steffy's marriage blows out as a result of Taylor's scandal. Now that Luna Nozawa has left, Steffy and Finn should be able to move on from the mayhem she caused. After Sheila Sharp rescued Steffy's life, their relationship appeared to be resolved. Sheila, however, may decide that she wants Finn's acceptance once more in addition to being welcomed into Deacon's household. Since the revelation of Finn and Sheila's relationship, Steffy has taken care to keep them apart. Steffy is unlikely to alter at this point. The next problem might be Taylor, particularly if she ends up with Deacon. There is undoubtedly a relationship between Taylor and Deacon, which will ultimately result in a conflict between Sheila and Taylor. Will Steffy and Finn disagree on this romantic relationship between Taylor and Deacon? To be honest, Steffy believes that Taylor can do nothing wrong. Since Steffy was okay with Taylor interfering in Ridge's relationship with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, why would she behave differently when Taylor interferes with Deacon and Sheila, despite the fact that they are married and trying to work things out? Since Taylor has been working one-on-one with Deacon for a while, Steffy is probably going to defend their relationship. Taylor's attraction to Deacon and vice versa makes sense. Finn might be upset about Taylor meddling in his mother's marriage, though. Deacon has made Sheila happy. Sheila adores Deacon and he is the only one who accepts her. Finn might bring that up, but Taylor knows better than to agitate Sheila. Taylor says she's scared of Sheila and what she can do. Finn is unaware that Sheila has already threatened to kill Taylor if she went too far. Deacon's physician, Taylor, ought to know better than to go too far. Finn might not back any of Sheila's assaults, but Finn won't be pleased with Taylor for ending a marriage either. Taylor ought to leave Sheila and Deacon's happiness and pursue her own. Will Taylor pretend as though she still has feelings for Deacon? Will Sheila pursue her in retaliation? Will Deacon cheat on his wife or will he change his mind? The vibrant and gorgeous update on Monday, December 15th. Bill's secret changes everything while Eric drowns his sorrows. Written by Heather Hughes on December 15, 2025 remarks. Comment on television, spoilers, soap opera, The Beautiful and the Bold 25. The vibrant and gorgeous update on Monday, December 15th. Bill's secret transforms everything while Eric drowns his sorrows. According to Monday, December 15th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill Spencer has a secret that will transform everything, while Eric Forrester will drown his sorrows. Eric will sit at his old desk at Forrester Creations and reflect on his life. As Eric struggles to come to terms with retirement and the thought of leaving the company he loves, we'll see him down some alcohol. Now that he's seen how badly he handled the entire thing, Rich Forrester even went so far as to encourage Eric to stay. Eric, on the other hand, most likely believes that it comes from sympathy, which is something he never wants to see in anyone's eyes. Even though Eric turned down Ridge's most recent offer to collaborate, he isn't quite comfortable with retirement. Eric still has a strong desire to work and contribute everything he has to the fashion industry, but he is prepared to give it a shot. According to BNB teasers, Katie Logan will keep reeling over Bill's marriage proposal at the Spencer house while Eric drinks and sulks. In the future, they might share an anniversary with Liam Spencer and Hope Logan because Bill intends to remarry Katie right away. This appears to be Katie and Bill's wedding night as well, which will set up Bill's next shocking revelation. Katie is going to get her socks taken off when it turns out that Bill has been hiding something from her. Bill will acknowledge that he handled all the arrangements and that Katie now has her own fashion house. This is Katie's opportunity to take over and never again have to answer to Brooke Logan Forrester, Ridge, or anyone else. Katie will undoubtedly be overjoyed by the news and will shortly give Bill a kiss of appreciation. Eric and other Forrester Creations employees might soon start competing. Until then, Liam and Hope ought to have a few private moments to end their own wedding night. Now that Hope and Liam are married once more, they might celebrate in private with a lovely and sultry party. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam and Hope plan to make their love endure this time. Keep checking back to see if they succeed. Make CDL your go-to source for Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. Hope Logan's return is what Thomas Forrester wants, not his job. But is that actually the reason Thomas returned home? Or would it be related to the Lope wedding taking place in the Spencer mansion? Is Thomas Forrester returning to Los Angeles for any other reason? Find out by continuing to read. Here are spoilers for the upcoming episodes of B&B. Thomas will surprise his father this week on The Bold and the Beautiful by announcing that he will return to work at Forrester Creations and remain in Los Angeles for the foreseeable future. The only issue is that Forrester Creations has already hired Deke Sharp to take his place. Additionally, I hope Logan won't dismiss her younger brother in order to give her insane ex his job back. Spoilers indicate that they won't be able to keep Thomas away from Hope for the future, even though he might amuse his father and work on another project. Thomas will likely claim that he has spent years working with Hope Logan on HFTF. Fans, however, believe that he may be more interested in his ex than the business. Thomas has been gone for more than a year and hasn't expressed any interest in Hope for the future since, so his timing is clearly questionable. The fact that he chose to return home and resume his job the same week Hope wed Liam Spencer is very ironic. Hope spent over a year working on HFTF with Thomas after she and Liam parted ways on Bold and Beautiful a few years prior. It would be inappropriate for them to spend hours together alone in a design room now that she is married. Is Thomas's reappearance a cause for concern for Liam? Is he being sincere? Or has he simply returned home to try again with Hope Logan? Thomas's startling declaration, Katie's fashion house. Thomas Forrester also makes a comeback with a fresh objective. Additionally, Katie Logan receives her own fashion house from Bill Spencer. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue to read. Fans may remember that Thomas wasn't in a good place when he last returned. He found it quite difficult to accept his breakup with Paris Buckingham. He went on to say that Douglas Forrester was occupied with his own pals. Additionally, viewers may recall that Hope Logan Spencer mentioned Douglas was only present for the day during her wedding. But Hope will discover that Thomas has returned when she gets back from her wedding. Thomas isn't only returning for a visit. The young man wishes to return to his previous role as lead designer for Hope. Steffy Forrester Finnegan informs Hope that she must collaborate with Thomas in a sneak peek. Steffy is not amused by the designer's attempts to back down. The question now is whether Thomas will take Deke Sharp's job, or if the two designers may collaborate. Thomas and Hope's relationship has been tense and unpleasant lately. In order to avoid seeing Hope, Thomas designed from home for a while. But in the fashion industry, that is only effective in the short term. Hope was compelled to take Thomas's place, and she is quite impressed with Deke's novel approach. I also wonder if Liam Spencer will have a problem if Hope and Thomas collaborate once more. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill Spencer has consistently given amazing presents. Bill offers Katie a wedding present after asking her to marry him. Her own fashion house just so happens to be that present. Katie might soon be able to steal some of Forrester Creations' designers. People may also become divided as a result of having to take sides. Will Taylor inform him about the visit from Sheila Carter Sharp? Deacon's marriage may end if Taylor says Sheila considered attending Hope's wedding. Lulu loses it, Nina is under pressure, and Rocco gives an ultimatum. Nina is becoming increasingly frantic to save her daughter because Willow's situation appears to be getting worse, but she might need to put in more effort to save herself. As Carly continues to conspire with Valentine to bring down Brennan, her ex is growing closer to her. Additionally, someone is speaking a bit too carelessly, and what they say could be used against them. Chloe Lanier, who is well known to GH watchers for her amazing performance as Nina's far more unstable other daughter Nellie, will be making a comeback to television in January. I Am Mary Jo Buttafuoco, the most recent episode of Lifetime's ripped from the headlines series, has the actress in the title role. It will recount the notorious tale of Long Island Lolita, in which Amy Fisher, her husband's 17-year-old girlfriend, shot Mary Jo in the head. The incidents will be recounted by Mary Jo Buttafuoco, who will also discuss her viewpoint on what transpired and her subsequent relationship with her husband. On Monday at 8 p.m., the film will be available on Lifetime. Bill asks Katie to marry him tonight, after Eric throws a curveball in Ridge's direction. On The Bold and the Beautiful today, Bill pops the question, Eric passes the torch, and Hope and Liam thank their guests. Hope, Liam, Kelly, and Douglas gush over the wedding at Bill's house and inform Beth that she did a fantastic job. After thanking his father, Liam canoodles with his spouse. Will draws everyone's attention and makes a toast to his brother Liam and his stunning wife Hope. After a while, Beth walks the stage to thank everyone for attending the reception. Douglas adores his mother's smile, and Kelly can see how content her father is. Deke then talks about attending his sister's wedding. Congratulations. I adore all of you. Hope is told by Katie and Donna that she is the daughter they never had and the best of the Logan ladies. Deacon comes up and declares that having both of his children there makes him incredibly pleased. Thankfully, they only saw the positive aspects of him. Bill speaks up and explains why he admires his son Liam. He motivated him to make the adjustments that allowed Katie to return to his life. The next person to speak is Brooke, who expresses her love for her extraordinary daughter. Well done. Bill and Deacon move aside to have a drink, toasting and laughing at being family once more. As they watch Hope and Liam, Brooke, Donna, and Katie boast that the Logan ladies consistently land their man. Before raising a glass to his beautiful bride, Liam asks for everyone's attention and speaks to the children. As Hope gets her turn, she expresses gratitude once more and talks about having a cohesive family. She cheers to her visitors while crying. Applause and cake cutting ensue. They continue discussing Ridge's guilt over the retirement party he gave for Eric when Taylor tells Steffy she has the remainder of the day off at the Cliff House. They confirm that this was not a power grab and inquire about the progress of their discussion. Steffy hopes the situation will be resolved. If you want to be here, be here, Ridge urges his father at Forrester. He expresses regret for his error. All right, let's finish this line together. He is taken aback when Eric shakes his head and responds, no. Ridge's offer to welcome him back makes Eric laugh, but he plans to try retirement. His child who runs the company provides him more than his previous collection, which he took great delight in. Forrester is also your legacy. The thought of Eric retiring immediately irritates Ridge, who again begs him to return if he so chooses. Eric has had a long run, but he is unsure of what he wants. The fact that he did this with Ridge is the finest part. Perhaps it's time for him to do it on his own. Perhaps it's time for you and Brooke to run Forrester. How about Steffi, the co-CEO? Simply put, Ridge has completely changed, now arguing that Eric should show his father more respect and attempting to persuade him to stay. Eric tells his son that he is pleased to have him and Steffi in charge after suddenly remembering his grandchild. They show their affection and Eric says he is proud to be leading Ridge into the future. Brooke is shocked to learn that her little daughter is married at Bill's house. It doesn't matter if this is the third or fourth time. Bill informs Katie that the Spencer guys are winning in the romance department, while they are off in a corner. All of a sudden, he is on his knees pleading with Katie to grant him the honor of marrying her tonight. A pair of fan favorites are back. According to spoilers for the week of December 15th, Matthew Atkinson will return to his notorious role as Thomas Forrester on The Bold and the Beautiful. He may desire to return to Forrester Creation, according to other teasers. Having said that, it appears that Steffi Forrester fully supports Thomas's decision to rejoin the organization. Let's now discuss the elephant in the room. Hope Logan, Thomas's former partner, recently wed Liam Spencer. Will their happily ever after be complicated by Thomas's return? Deke Sharp, Hope's brother, would likewise be unhappy to see Thomas return to Forrester Creations. Deke is out if Thomas is in, and even though Thomas might be the best choice for business, Hope's feelings will be conflicted. Will it further exacerbate the conflict between Eric and Ridge Forrester on Eric's retirement? It sounds like Thomas's return will stir things up in FC in a lot of different ways, but fans will have to watch to find out.